So we live now. So I got the right thing set up here. I should have deleted this.
Do you got your stuff right? Do you got your stuff right?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not 100% sure right now.
Well, you know what? I had to give you credit for that. At least you honest. At least you honest.
And I got everything I think I need. Right? It's just this.
So what was the deal with Lena? Well, we couldn't hear her yesterday. What was the deal with that?
I don't know. The phone wasn't. I mean, I don't know. I clicked on the thing and just clicked on it once and clicked on it twice, and then it was working. I don't know. It was on the right thing. Y'all could hear the. I don't see how y'all could hear the YouTube stuff, but couldn't hear her. I don't know. But oh well. What time is it?
3:59. 60 seconds and counting. But y'all out here for this pre-show out here. Go tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend. We about to come on, y'all. YouTube, Facebook. Subscribe.
I don't
Like.
I don't see no backtracking today, T. Will.
No what? Oh, you ain't gonna worry about no backtracking. And then all them notes, all them bullshit notes that you got don't mean nothing. So you can put that to the side.
I would think you would like this. You the stat guy. I'm finna give you some straight stats.
Man, no stats though. I told you numbers don't mean everything. How many times I got to tell you?
No, that's what I tell you. That ain't what you tell me. You quick to bring up the stats. This many points in there. Well, I call you the stat guy.
Yeah, he liked the stats.
So I'm finna give you some stats.
Okay.
We at 4.
Be accurate in your stats. Here we go. Let's get started, y'all. Sports talking.
Welcome to In the Clutch Sports Talking More podcast. I am your host, D. Early. I am joined, as always, by what is it today? T. Sons in 6 Will.
You got that correct, sir. You got that correct.
And
what it do, world, what it do.
And the very lovely Carrie Maybon. We gotta get you a nickname, Carrie.
We got to get you a nickname. We got to call you something.
We're going to work on that then. Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. Getting ready for Game 5 with the Phoenix Suns and the Milwaukee Bucks. And we're going to see how that play out.
I guess it's playing out. So I guess Phoenix is going to take the next 2, Terry.
They're going to have to for me to be Suns in 6, dum-dum. It's going to have to happen that way. Well, like I said, we gonna get it started in a minute, but I'm gonna have to start the show out by after we get this commercial out the way. I got to start off giving Carrie her credit. She ain't been on the show but 2 hours, joining us, and she already got something right already. So, but when you're right, I'm gonna give you credit for it. When you're wrong, I'm gonna get on you. So I got to start by off giving her some credit on some things. So we'll talk about that after that commercial. Do you have it queued, or should I type it in? Commercial coming up, or
you gave me enough time to queue it up, unlike yesterday. But
okay, I'll just check it. I don't want to,
But I mean, so you willing to give Carrie props when she right, but you never. Okay, let's go.
No, I'm saying she really was right on something, and we'll talk about that right after the break. But I'm just saying, I don't never had that interaction with you where we can start off a show. I'm like, you know what? D, you was right about this. Me and you've been doing this so long. I've never had that conversation with you. Like you were right. I ain't never did that.
So I'm just wrong. Okay. No.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Oh. Okay. Let's take this quick commercial break. Simply Magic Candles, the official sponsor of all the In the Clutch podcasts. Owner and CEO Pamela Brown turned her hobby into a business. These homemade, slow-burning candles are sure to freshen up any environment. Simply Magic is a nature-friendly company that provides elegant yet affordable candles. With a variety of fragrances you can enjoy, these candles will not only entice your senses, they will enhance your mood. For more information, they can be reached at info@simplymagiccandles.com, or you can reach Pamela Brown at 901-268-5354. For all the ladies that like good smelling candles, guys too, check out Simply Magic Candles, Pamela Brown. She can be reached at 901-268-5354. You will not be disappointed. She got such a large variety of candles and different fragrances. It's just, oh my goodness.
What's the kind you like again?
Barbershop.
That don't sound like that'd be a good smell, though.
It don't, but it is. I don't.
Okay, I get it. I was just saying, barbershop. I'm thinking about what does a barbershop smell like?
And
the fragrance that they spray after they do a haircut, sometimes they'd have a good smell, or aftershave cream for the men to get shaved in the shop. So there's some sense out there that's good.
Okay, well that's a pretty pleasant smell. So I can sort of get it. But when I first think barbershop,
it same thing with me. It didn't. I was like barbershop. I asked her. I was like, "What do barbershop smell like?" But when you smell it, you'll be like, "Okay, now I get it." So yeah, she did a good job with it.
So what is In the Clutch Sports going? I mean, what's the name I was going to be?
Well, she ain't officially said it yet. I kind of threw it out there because she always coming up with all these different fragrances. I said, "Hey, make us one."
Well, is it going to smell fruity, like fruity for like Carrie? Or is it going to be something masculine for like me and you? We got to talk about all that.
Okay, I asked if she could mix those two together and make something great out of it.
Okay.
So we want to go masculine, but we still want to have it.
Yeah, that fruity. Yeah.
So I talked to her about it.
Okay, sounds good.
See. Yeah, we'll see. Series tied 2-2. Was that what we were thinking?
Not at all on my
end. Let you go, Carrie.
Not on my end. I thought, the last game 4 was going to be it. I thought the Phoenix Suns were ready to take it all, but they kind of let me down. So we'll see what the rest of the series bring. It's not over.
Because it threw me for a loop, man. Because I didn't think it was going to go that way. I thought that Milwaukee was going to come out strong in game 3, which they did. But I thought Phoenix was going to find some kind of way to wheel out game 4. I thought they were going to try to some kind of way pull that out and go back home with a up 3-1. And I think over the course of history, 85 to 90% of the teams that's been up 3-1 in the finals have won the championship. So maybe more than that, ain't it? But at least 95%. Ain't too many teams came back from 3-1.
So you thought they was gonna go up 3-1, go home, lose, and then go back to Milwaukee and win?
Man, I just predicted something in 6, man. I don't know how that's gonna play out. Don't try to put me on the spot and make it seem like don't do that. Don't do that.
Because I mean, Suns and 6. If that's what you predicted, I mean, that's what you had to be thinking.
Yeah, but it could have been any other way, man. They could have started off with 3 straight wins, and and then we could have got to 6 games. The Phoenix Suns could have won the next 2, and then Milwaukee could have won the next 2, and then Phoenix come back and win in game 6. So what are you talking about? What's your point? What's your point?
I'm just saying. You said you didn't think they were gonna tie it up at 2-2. You thought it was gonna be 3-1.
I'll tell you what. In about what time is it? It's 4:08 Central Time here. So in about 4 hours, let's tune in and see. And when Phoenix Suns win Game 5 tonight, the next time we had this conversation and they win in 6, then we had the same conversation.
Well,
I mean, if they win in 6, that's you can say that then. But I'm just saying, I'm just basing what you just said.
They better. They look. I put it like this: if they Phoenix Suns, I look for them to sit up there and win the game tonight. If they do not, I repeat, if they do not, the Milwaukee Bucks will win the championship. If this series goes 7 games, I'm telling you, Milwaukee's going to win it.
Okay, Terry Damas.
Call it what you want to call it.
I'll get him started.
No,
I mean, I'm gonna
tell you. But like I said, let me give Carrie her credit first, because to go back in this game, especially Game 3, and like I said, I know you ain't gonna agree with it, but I always talk about numbers. Everything, numbers don't matter. In Game 3, Giannis, what did he have? Like 50? What did he have? Like 50 points or something like that?
41 points.
41 points. But
Game 3.
They won the game, but if you notice, he still didn't get his teammates involved. Like, where he got his teammates involved. I mean, I take that back. He got his teammates involved in Game 3 versus 1 and 2. In 1 and 2, when he sit up there and put big time numbers up, he didn't get his teammates and stuff involved. And Kerry said that. Quit trying to act like shoot all them jumpers, doing all that. Stay down there, know your role in the paint and all that type of stuff right there. And if you notice in Game 3, he did that. And then in Game 4, even though potentially your Batman got 40 points, but the only reason he got that 40 points because the real Batman sit up there, knew his role, and did what he's supposed to do to get Robin his points. So Kerry said that he did it. He stuck to it in Game 3 and 4, and that's why we stuck right now with a 2-2 tie.
So you giving, and I'm not taking nothing away from her. You giving her credit for that. And if I'm not mistaken, Kerry, didn't I say the exact same thing?
What? No.
But
no.
You have to give me my props because I'm new at this. This is something y'all have been doing back and forth for a minute. So for me to come in and give my input and see that it really happened, he might needed that other boost to see.
No, he was mostly talking about the Batman and Robin. He tried to make it.
If you want to be right, if you want to be right, just follow my lead. If you want to be right, just follow my lead.
Well, I'm a little knowledgeable, so I can make the decision. Maybe I didn't call it right with the sweep, but I did say some adjustments had to be made by the Milwaukee Bucks to be able to beat Phoenix. And
but you weren't wrong with that. You weren't wrong with that. You was basing at that time. You based your opinion based off of how the first 2 games went. You said if they continue to do what they did in the first 2 games, it was going to be a sweep, and you were right about that.
I mean, it didn't take a rocket science to figure that out.
Well, yeah, I know that, but she said that. I'm just trying. Don't be critical on yourself. You didn't call it a sweep. You said if they played like the way they was playing, it was going to be, and that's true.
Wordplay. Okay, so
wordplay.
What did I say? Did I wait a minute? No. Did I not say? Tell me if I'm wrong. Did I not say? First thing first, they're gonna have to stop Chris Paul from just being able to get all over the court and do what he want to do. Is that not what I said?
You said that.
Thank you. Did I not say that Giannis need to play down on the block and let Middleton and Drew Holiday handle the ball on the perimeter?
Yep, you said that after Kerry said it. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Yep.
You can't steal my shine, T. Will. I know what I said. I told you exactly what it was going to take for Milwaukee to turn the series around. I told you they was going to have to play better offensively, and the only way that was going to happen was for Giannis to stop playing on the perimeter and go down low because they have better ball movement when he played down low. And I told you they was going to have to step up their defensive schemes and not let Chris Paul be able to just go and do what he want to do. And that's exactly what they did.
My thing is, why it take this game 3, for them to make this adjustment? This adjustment should have been made game 1. They played the who they played before they played Phoenix. They played the same way. You should have been making those adjustments coming into Phoenix to give us a better last final game for the championship.
But if you look at it, that's what they've done in each series. I mean, it don't make sense, but that's what they've done. They've done that. They did that in the first round, second round, and third round.
And guess what? The only reason they were able to get by with it was caused to injuries for the last two series with Atlanta, and the same thing with New Jersey. So the only reason they was able to sit up there and overcome those challenges is because the New Jersey Nets was not healthy. They were able to get by through that, and then you had
what you tell me the other week
about
we play who they put in front of us. We ain't got nothing to do with their injuries. Ain't that what you told me?
Dude, I ain't making excuses for them. I'm telling you that they got to where they are by default. If they had a healthy New Jersey team out there, they would never be in a situation. We would be seeing the New Jersey Nets right there in the Phoenix Suns right now. We wouldn't be seeing the Milwaukee Bucks right now. If you had a healthy Kyrie Irving and you had a healthy James Harden in that series, you would be seeing New Jersey Nets in the finals.
How is that relevant?
It's not, but I believe the Bucks are going to go back to their normal thing where they want Giannis to have the ball all the time just to try to boost him with this MVP.
And if they do it, and I'm saying it right now, in game 3, Giannis only shot 2 3-pointers. In game 3, he only shot 2 3-pointers. He didn't shoot as many shots, but he was efficient. In game 4, he shot 2 again. So if you can limit him to just shooting 2 threes, I think that's gonna help out a lot. With Giannis, I'm telling you what it is. I ain't come up with this. Somebody else said this. Once Giannis realized that he's not Kobe Bryant, that he's the dominant player like Shaquille O'Neal, that's when he's gonna take off.
Who was this person that compared him to Kobe Bryant? Who compared him to Kobe Bryant?
Oh my goodness.
I'm asking you a question. You said it didn't come from you. You said it didn't come from you, but it came from somebody else. Who in their right mind tried to compare Kobe Bryant to?
He's not Kobe Bryant. That's the point. The point is he's not Kobe Bryant, so he does not need to be on the perimeter. He is a big man. He needs to be on the low block like Shaq. That's the comparison. Ain't nobody saying they saying he is not Kobe Bryant. So he needs to stop thinking he's Kobe Bryant, and he needs to go down like he's done the last 2 games and dominate in the post like Shaq. That's
Kerry, let me school you on something. I know this is just your second show, but the guy to my upper, or he's to my left, is he to my to my right? The guy over here to my right, he always likes to make examples. Just in case you didn't know, he's a Lakers fan. Okay, so all of his examples, anything he talk about, you don't need to be like Kobe. You need to be down low like Shaq. You need to be, everything is always Lakers with him. Like when we just did the award show the other day, he wanted to sprinkle in a couple of ex-Lakers that he wanted to talk about their awards. So one thing about this guy up here, you cannot. He's biased. He's going to be the biased co-host that you ever met. You got to call him out on his stuff. He is straight. He looks straightforward, and he's looking at you, and he'll tell you a lie between 2 drops of rain.
Okay, and you can tell when I got him in a corner because he started talking about stuff that's irrelevant to the show.
No, that ain't irrelevant. No,
what he said is so irrelevant to the show. He ain't got no comeback for what I just said. So he tried to twist the narrative and start talking about something else.
Well, I don't want to hear about no Kobe, and I don't want to hear about no Shaq.
Hold on. Matter of fact, let's get on this. Where are all these shooters you talking about? Chris Paul got the easiest job in the NBA. He got all them shooters. All he got to do is throw it to them. Where they at now? Where they been in the last 2 games?
Darryl, what are you talking about? I mean, what are you talking about? To be honest with you, game 4 could have went either way because Phoenix had control of that ball game up until the last 5 or 6 minutes of that ball game. So
Stop right there. Who scored the last 10 points for them, for Milwaukee?
Are you listening to what I said?
Are you listening to what I said?
At 7:02 left on the clock in the 4th quarter, the Phoenix Suns were up by 6 points. Okay, at 7:02, Do you have any of your notes?
Did
Do
they?
you have any? Hold on. Do you have any of
I
your
do.
notes?
I
Okay.
do.
At
And
7:02.
and you know what else is in my notes? At
What?
that point, Chris Middleton went on a 10-0 run. So where was Batman?
This man.
Did you even watch it? Did you watch the last 2 minutes when it was tied up at 99? Did you see what Chris Middleton did?
I ain't talking about Batman.
Did you hold on? Wait a minute. Did you see Giannis didn't even touch the ball? Did you notice that?
I'm gonna go buy me a Batman mask. The next time we have this show, you better hope Batman show up tonight. You better hope Batman show up tonight.
I'm gonna say this. That might have been a reach. I give you that. That might have been a reach. But I still stand by what I said. Unless Giannis, if Giannis go out on the perimeter shooting threes and all of that, and they don't have that same ball movement, they're gonna lose. Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton have to handle the ball and get the offense going in order for them to win. That's just the bottom line.
You, me, and Kerry, all three of us agree on that. So what are you talking about? We all said that.
You didn't agree with that at first. You kept telling us about.
I didn't say that man should be shooting no threes. Why would I say the man? What are you talking about?
No, all you kept saying was Phoenix got it made. Chris Paul, he got all them shooters. All he got to do is just throw it to him.
Okay.
Where the shooters at?
Where are we? This is 20. I'm writing this down. 21-18 on the show today. So we have to go back and look at this same clip. I'm gonna say turn to 21-18, and I'm telling you right now, you watch Chris Paul and them shooters tonight. You watch Chris Paul and them shooters tonight. So
it ain't gonna matter what. It ain't gonna matter what.
I'm like Charles Barkley. I guarantee.
So what you saying?
We're winning tonight.
So you saying okay, but you saying it don't matter what Giannis. It don't matter if he revert back to what they did the first 2 games. They don't.
You know
if they stay doing what they're doing.
I'm gonna take what you and Kerry said since y'all said it and I did. I'm gonna take what you and Kerry said, and I'm gonna say that he's not gonna revert back to his old self tonight. And the Phoenix Suns are still gonna beat you with those shooters and Chris Paul going through the lane doing what he do. So tonight, I'm telling you, and I guarantee double-digit win for the Phoenix Suns tonight. I guarantee it.
Okay. Well, what happened with Chris Paul the last 2 games, especially game 4, because he was a no-show.
I mean, they had some. Look, man, Kerry, the Milwaukee coach actually made some pretty good in-game adjustments on Chris Paul. That's something that they've been getting on him for the whole series, and says that he doesn't know how to do adjustments well. But over the course of games 3 and 4, between 1 and 2 and games 3 and 4, he didn't talk to him. He didn't came up with something. I don't know if he told Giannis and threatened him not to take them 3-pointers or what, but whatever he did, he has, did his thing and had to have made some good adjustments and did some different things with Chris Paul and him. So I can't take away from that. But that's what 2 great teams do. When they make it to the finals, it's supposed to be a game of adjustments. What do you do from game 1 to game 2 and vice versa?
You just tried to diminish them even making it to the finals. You said it would if this and that, but if it wasn't for injuries, they wouldn't have even been there.
But why are you changing the narrative? We're not talking about that now. We're talking about this. Who gonna win these finals? Why are you going back to that?
Because now you're saying that's what you get from 2 great teams. You see what Kerry, pay attention to what he'll do. That's what I'm trying to help you on.
So you can't have more than one. So you can't have more than one great team.
If you made it there, you made it there.
Well, they 2 great teams, because like you said, they made it there. But my question was, Chris Paul, he didn't show up, and the first part of the game, it was like he was a different person. Every time he rushing the ball, he losing the ball. I don't know. I can't remember how many turnovers he had, but I'm quite sure it was quite a few, because it was at some point they just said sit him on the bench.
Well, let me ask you something, Kerry. Let me ask you something. Okay. Have you ever played sports back in high school, anything like that?
No, I didn't.
Okay. I'm not saying that you had to play sports. Have you ever had a bad day?
I've had a bad day.
Okay. Well, I think he's entitled to have a bad day too. Everybody's not perfect, and you're gonna do the same thing every game. That's why ain't nobody perfect.
No,
I
ain't
mean,
nobody
he had a couple of bad games. They were playing on the road. He had a couple of bad games.
We don't want to hear that after 2 losses because you weren't saying that when they had them 2 wins.
And then the next thing, when he losing, they want to blame it on the shoulder. Was the shoulder the issue these last 2 games?
Care. As long as he don't blame it on the shoulder, that's all you need to worry about. You're gonna have these sportscasters, these naysayers, these people looking on the outside, looking in, oh, it's his shoulder, making excuses. If you don't hear it come out of Chris Paul's mouth, I wouldn't worry about what nobody else say.
Well, now he's not going to make that excuse. You just have to watch.
So he didn't make it. So that shouldn't be a topic for us to talk about. Chris ain't complaining about it. He ain't made no excuse. My shoulder was hurting. That's the reason why we lost. He ain't said that.
Chris Paul will be okay. I ain't even worried about him. The only difference between games 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 is that Drew Holiday played good defense on him, and they didn't let him, like I said, just run up and down the court and do whatever he want to do. That's the only difference in them 2 games. There ain't nothing else different.
Well, they back in Phoenix, and it's going to go back to games 1 and 2 tonight. So the old Chris Paul that you missed and you talking about and getting on his butt, you'll see it tonight in game 5.
But that's what I expect to see then.
Yeah. So
it's going to come down to the refs.
To the what?
The refs. How they call the game.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, it's going to come down to that.
I guarantee Suns in 6. They'll win the next 2 ball games.
So without question,
Chris Paul will have his first championship, and he will submit his first ballot Hall of Fame status without a doubt. He was going to get there anyway, but this will just cement it. Once he's been out 5 years and sit out that 5-year eligibility, he'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer with a championship ring.
Okay.
You gonna give Middleton any credit because you still ain't gave him no credit.
Middleton is okay, man. He don't do me like he does you. You act like you got a man crush on him. I mean, he don't do me like he do you.
I'm calling it like I see it.
Okay, well, let's see what Batman does tonight.
Which one?
Your Batman.
Oh, I just told you. No, wait a minute now.
Wait a minute, nothing.
No,
you call Chris Middleton Batman. You call Chris Middleton.
No. You always say I don't never when I'm wrong. So I already said earlier that might have been a stretch calling him Batman.
No, don't say it's a stretch. Say you was wrong. Say you was wrong.
I'm gonna say it was a stretch, and I'm gonna say in order for them to win, I still say Giannis. If Giannis go back out on the perimeter and then him and Drew Holiday disappear again, that's gonna show it. At this point,
you said was ludicrous. Just say you was wrong. Don't say it's a stretch. That was a ludicrous comment that you made. Just say you were wrong, and we can go from there. I won't say nothing else about Batman. If you just say I was wrong, say that was a stupid, idiotic comment that I made.
We're at 4:26. It's time to take a commercial break.
Okay.
It was a stretch.
Okay.
And that's because I still feel like in order for them to win, he's gonna have to be the one it's more conducive for him to get off than it is for Giannis. Because if Giannis get off and don't nobody else get off, they're not gonna win. So it's more conducive for them.
For the 10th time, me and Kira said the same thing. We agreed with you. We agree. Oh,
you agree with that now, but
we agreed the whole time. You keep trying to get the same point across. You keep trying to get the same.
That ain't what you said at first. Yeah. You was Giannis. That's all you were saying. Now, it's a whole different ball game when they up 2-0 and now it's tied 2-2. The confidence level down.
Dude, I don't have a vested interest in it. I'm a Philadelphia 76er fan, so I don't have a bone in this fight. So I to be honest with you, I could care less who wins the championship. I just want a good series. I'm just going by what I saw in game 1 and game 2, and what I saw during the course of the year of how the Phoenix Suns played like a team and like a well-oiled machine, well coached. And I was going by what I saw in game 1 and 2. Milwaukee made some good adjustments in games 3 and 4. Now the Suns come back home for game 5. We'll see that they make some adjustments from game 3 and 4, and we'll see if the old Suns of game 1 and 2 is back.
So what adjustments do the Suns need to make? And we'll go to commercial break after you and
They
Q.
got to do nothing but go back and look at the tapes of games 1 and 2.
They shouldn't.
that,
They shouldn't
fine.
get what they was getting in game 1 and 2. I mean, I thought
It's
Milwaukee had made adjustments for that.
Well, just because you make adjustments don't mean you continue to make adjustments. Then you say that y'all were hoping that Giannis would revert back to the old Giannis of old. So just because you make adjustments for a particular game don't mean you stay there.
Well,
you can revert back, which means that I'm saying that the Suns can revert back to games 1 and 2 and do what they did in games 1 and 2.
Well, not having an off night and those threes, I know they live by them, but when they not hitting, you're going to die by them. And they showed up in game 3 and 4. Them threes, you can't come out the gate, and that's what they depend on, coming out the gate, making threes, and then opening up the low post.
Here, I'm finna guarantee you something else. You're going to see double-digit threes from the Phoenix Suns tonight. Not only, I'm telling you, I'm guaranteeing that they're going to win by double digits, and I'm going to double down on that and guarantee that they'll have more than 12 three-pointers tonight.
30 minutes and 54 seconds into the podcast. Write that down.
Oh, I ain't got no problem with that.
So you saying, see that what
the Phoenix Suns? Okay, take your earphones off and get some Q-tips and wipe your ears out. I said that the Phoenix Suns will win by double digits. I think I predicted that game 1 and it came true. Did I not, Karen? Did I not say that the Phoenix Suns will win game 1 by double digits? It won't be close. Did I say that?
Yeah,
you didn't predict that Milwaukee was going to win by 20-some points in the third game, though.
Nah.
But I want you to. I was asking. I just want to know what Phoenix going to do.
Okay. Well, write it down again. And look, you need to write it down. I mean, you be talking in Japanese. The Phoenix Suns will win by double digits tonight. That's 1. Number 2, they will hit more than 12 three-pointers tonight. That's 2. Chris Paul, I'm going to triple down. Chris Paul, that you said he having problems in games 3 and 4, will come back with a triple-double, not a triple-double, a double-double, with more than 20 points and double-digit assists. So I'm going all the way down with all 3 of them things happening tonight.
Okay.
And I know he over here writing this shit down on the pad.
I'm going to write it down. Say it one more time.
I said,
I got it.
For the last time, the Phoenix Suns will win by double digits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 2, they will make more than 12 or more three-pointers tonight.
Right. That's what you
Chris
said.
Paul will have a 20-point double-digit assist game.
Okay.
That's what you said.
Take it to the bank. Now, when I come back on this show the next time with y'all, if y'all don't sit up there and give me some respect and put some respect on my name, and this is what we start the show off with. When the next time we start this show off, we're going to start it off with this stuff here.
Care. and it goes back to, and now you see exactly why I call him the stat guy. He ain't gave you no reason how they going to get this accomplished. He's just throwing numbers out there. So you ain't told me nothing. You just told me what they gonna do, but you ain't told me what they gonna do.
Well, I'll tell you how they gonna do it. They're gonna put the ball in the bucket. They're gonna put the ball in the bucket multiple times to get them three-pointers.
That's the objective of anything.
Okay. Well, it ain't no rocket science. It ain't no rocket science.
Tell me how they gonna do it.
It ain't no rocket science. It ain't no rocket science to tell you how they gonna get it done. They're gonna put the ball in the bucket.
Okay. So are they gonna let Devin Booker bring the ball up so Chris Paul won't be hounded by Drew Holiday the whole game?
I don't care. I don't give a damn if they let you bring the ball up the court. I don't care who bring the ball up.
So basically, you can't tell me you just gonna throw stats out there. That's why I call you the stat guy. Give me some. I gave you specific reasons on what Milwaukee needed to do in order to beat the Phoenix Suns. That's telling that not well. Giannis gonna get 20 and 15. I mean, that's easy.
Terry,
what tell you that?
What do you got, Terry? What do you got, Kerry? I know it's something you want to say. Just go ahead and.
Well, the only way Phoenix is going to be able to put up what you said they're going to put up is Chris Paul can bring the ball down the court, but he got to focus more on getting down there without the turnovers that he had the last couple of games. That's going to be the main thing. his confidence level is going to have to come back up, because I feel like those turnovers and the low points he had the last couple of games, he got to get past that and just wipe the slate clean. And Devin Booker is going to have to, show up. He showed up in game 4, but he really going to have to show up in the next, at least this game tonight, since it's a home game. They got to come home and play to win at home.
And if they don't, if they don't, the Milwaukee Bucks will be the champs.
Did you understand what she just said? You heard what she said? Chris Paul needs to cut down the turnovers and get everybody involved, and Devin Booker needs to have the type of game that he had in game 3. I mean,
so what's your point? What's your point?
She's giving us a reason or how they're going to do it. Not just
I ain't gonna give you no damn reason.
Because you don't know the reason.
I'm telling you.
You don't know the reason.
A group.
You're just a stat guy.
I'm telling you, a group of Phoenix Suns are going to get together and they're going to do more than 12 3-pointers in a game. I'm going to tell you, Chris Paul is going to go back to the old Chris Paul and get you 20 points and double-digit assists. And as a team, they're going to outscore the Milwaukee Bucks by more than 10.
Stats. But you ain't told me how they going to do it. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and get into this commercial break. And thank you, Kiera. That's what I was looking for.
Oh, no problem.
Okay, no problem.
Tanya Covington Realtor, a multi-million-dollar producer in the Mid-South since October 2000. She is an accredited buyer's representative, a seller's representative specialist, and committed to excellence. Tanya assists her clients with budgeting, home repairs, and the loan process, all the way to closing. Tanya exemplifies integrity, energy, hard work, and creative service in every detail of her real estate transaction. She has built a successful career in real estate for over 19 years in the Mid-South. Clients chose to work with Tanya for her full-service team, ethics, experience, and expertise. Her base is strong, full of loyal, repeat customers. And that is the reason Tanya has been so successful in this incredibly competitive sales environment. Tanya's extensive knowledge of the Mid-South residential real estate market is unparalleled. Her clients have consistently sought her advice and trusted her judgment on many deals. A woman of faith, family, and community. Tanya believes one is not defined by what he or she receives, but by what he or she gives. Please call Tanya anytime without obligation. She is ready to go to work for you today.
Tanya Covington, the home girl. All your real estate needs. She's licensed in Tennessee and Mississippi. You can reach her at 901-870-5337, and she will definitely take care of you.
Shout out to my girl Tanya. Need you a house right now? Hit her up. She's working in Mississippi as well as Tennessee.
I'm just looking at some y'all that just don't pay no attention to me.
Well, you the host. You the host. You're supposed to lead us into our next topic. I mean, what do you? There's nothing else to talk about the series, so we've already made our prediction. So, it's put up time.
Well, yeah, basically that. I mean, I tried to hit you in the private chat, but you ain't say nothing. So,
you know what? I got it on.
Yeah. I know. That's what I'm saying.
I apologize. I had it on the other comment section to see what the viewers was talking about, so I didn't have it on that.
So I didn't. I was kind of waiting on to see which way we needed to go with it, but that's fine.
Unless Carrie, you got something else you want to add to this series and all that, or anything else?
No, we can move on to the next topic.
She already explained what was going to have to happen. She didn't give me no.
I asked her, did she have anything additional she wanted to add?
She said what she needed to say. It wasn't nothing additional for her to add to it.
Okay. Well, what's the next topic, sir?
The next topic is Richard Sherman. And the only reason I have any sympathy for him is because he was a San Francisco 49er for a short period of time. I didn't like him at all when he played for Seattle because he gave us fits. think everybody familiar with the story so far. He had was it called? It was domestic violence in nature, but I don't think anybody, no one got hurt or anything. No one got physically abused or anything like that. But it's this what happened is kind of disturbing, and I hate to kick a man when he down because he don't apologize. His wife came out with some statements. Was for the people who ain't had a chance to see all what happened, and we'll get into it after this. Let's run this short video clip so we can kind of see part of what happened that night, and then we'll just comment on it after that.
Come through, bitch. That shit real cute. Come through, Ray. Come through. Come through.
And of course, you can see he's a little intoxicated.
A little.
Well, I mean, you can tell he's intoxicated, and the only thing that's disturbing, that's real disturbing to me is, of course they say he's been a pillar of the community and all of that, but if you look at how he was talking and how he was acting, it seemed like he was acting the same way that he acts on the football field, with the attitude and the talking trash, and you got to think about it. He ain't talking to a stranger. I mean, what kind of relationship does he have with his wife's father that he's saying the stuff that he's saying to his father, her father, rather? I mean,
well, you have to wonder what exactly is the relationship, and he's very aggressive. I don't know what led up to him getting to their front door, demanding to get in, and you can see that he's intoxicated. From what I read on it, that he was the only one that suffered any kind of injuries. Did he get pepper sprayed in the face, and the police dogs, had to help get him under control to be arrested. I'm like you. I don't understand how you go to somebody's house and act like that. They're not strangers,
right? And then I thought I heard was that his kids in the background, like
they were there. Yeah, they were there.
They were in the background, like crying a little bit, or like scared or whatever. I mean,
and I can probably scared and a little upset to see their father acting like that. But the other thing we have to take into account is, how old is Richard Sherman?
33.
And we think that mentally we think they grown, they playing adult sport, that these people are more mature in age, when most of their time of gaining their maturity is all about sports. It's not so much as being within a family setting, dealing with a family, as much as they dealing with being in an aggressive game of football.
Yeah, but I could categorize some players like that, but I always looked at Richard Sherman as being a well-spoken person, and kind of, he negotiated his own contract. So he got to have, some kind of, bright mind. And I mean, I know alcohol will take you over the edge, but you know,
You
it
have
ain't
to
really.
you have to give him, and don't get me wrong, I'm definitely against any kind of domestic violence or anything like that. Nothing that he did I justify or anything like that. But keep in mind of a couple things that we only saw a clip close to the aftermath of what's going on. You don't have the total picture of everything was going on in that situation. So we don't know all the facts and all that. Number two, I would err on the side of thinking there's some more behind it because, as you said, Richard Sherman has never had this problem in the past. He's always been a well-spoken person, never in trouble for the wrong reasons or anything like that. So my thing is that you don't know, number one, you never know what a person is going through mentally. You know, people can go through, you know, we all human. We gonna make mistakes. We gonna do things that's messed up. And especially when you're under the influence of drugs or alcohol, which he was right here with the alcohol, it makes you do things that you don't normally do. So, you know, I just think it's a lot more to this particular picture. And who knows? Richard Sherman has had a few concussions in his past. You know, CTE is real.
Yeah,
Who don't know if it's got something to do mentally or something dealing with the brain or something, or you don't know these things.
but she did. I think she made a statement and said he just hasn't been himself the last couple of months. Because I'm wondering, okay, I mean, of course, the kids could have just been over at the grandparents' house. That might be something they normally do, or was it she had them over there because she felt unsafe with him being at the house with them? So it's a lot that goes into it, and you know, and I just, you know,
And and alcohol and drugs, like you said, do alter your mental capacity. And then she said the last couple of months, and if he's a free agent, and you don't know where you're going to play next, or if somebody gonna pick you up, and you accustomed to this money coming in, that's a heavy burden on yourself at the same time.
That's one thing I don't. Well, that's one thing I don't feel sorry for, because I don't think they have money problems. He's made a ton of money. Not saying he's used it properly or whatever, but if he ain't got a nice little next egg set up already with the contracts that he's had in the past, then I'm sorry. I don't feel sorry for.
I don't think it's so much about money, but when they play in these sports, a lot of time they see retirement when they ready to retire versus somebody not picking them up, forcing them into retirement. And we've seen that happen with several players in the league. So that has to be mentally a burden on them.
And you got to think about with him going from being considered one of the best cornerbacks in the league to now might not even get picked up by a team. I mean, that's got to wear on you some kind of way when you've been an elite athlete for so many years, and now all of a sudden you can't even just get a good, a good offer from, a team to say, hey, we want you to come in and play. So
he's a 14-year veteran.
Well, I mean,
come on, come. I mean, the time gonna come to an end for everybody. You've been in the league 14 years.
Yeah, but
you got these young cats. You got these young, faster cats and all this stuff coming out, and you can pay less money to get these same athletes and get young and all that. That's just the way the system works. Get over it.
But everybody don't get over it the same as everybody.
Well, I ain't saying he does, but he needs to get over it. I mean, if depression is getting you to that point, and that means you weren't prepared from the beginning. The lifespan of an NFL player is what, 5 or 6 years.
No, it's actually 3 years.
Well, yeah, you're probably right. A little bit less. But my point is, he's been blessed to be there for 13 plus. So he's exceeded his years trifold or more. So
yeah,
so that's what I'm saying. I get it. You always feel like that you can go on forever and all that type of stuff right there. But
Anthony, this your guy, ain't it, Terry? Anthony Ryan.
Yeah.
He says he totally agrees with what everyone's saying, but it's a good thing Richard didn't get through the door because it could have turned ugly, and that's absolutely true. Because the father said he had armed himself with his handgun because he didn't know what was about to happen. So that could have been.
This is this the father-in-law?
The father-in-law, yeah, the father-in-law said that he had armed himself with the pepper spray and a handgun. So imagine if he would have came through that door intoxicated, and he kept saying Ray. So I'm assuming Ray is the stepfather. So I'm pretty sure he would have went after Ray if he would have got through that door, and I'm sure Ray would have been there protecting his home. It could have got ugly.
Yeah, we could be talking about a totally different topic if he would have got through that door. So that's a good point, Anthony. I didn't even think about it like that. I guess I'm more so, just like I said, in shock more than anything, because when a person jumps out of their norm, they do something totally different, and you expect them to be a certain way all the time, and they jump out and do something different. That's a red flag right there. Now, if this is something that he's done, multiple times over the course of the last few years, and you're like, oh, okay, well, either something's wrong with him or this and that. This is something that he's never been in a bad light as far as with the public. So, like I said, I think it's a little bit more to it.
Yeah, of course it is. I think we looking at it in more shock. If it would have been Antonio Brown, nobody would have batted an eye at it. It would have been like, oh yeah, it was AB. Yeah, he.
Yeah, I can see that. And then the charges, that's what caught my attention. The initial charges was a felony out the bat. And I was like,
and no bail.
Yes.
What did he do? What did he do where he couldn't get no bail?
I don't think they had the whole story, when they say.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, we've seen people that should have second-degree murder to get a bail. And then you got the words coming out that he didn't really touch nobody and do nothing. He didn't get a bail. I ain't trying to say that, ain't nothing racist or nothing about that, but that's sort of peculiar, as my grandmama used to say. Something peculiar about that.
And then, it took a minute for somebody to step in and downgrade those charges.
Right.
So,
well, see, Richard Sherman ain't stupid. That's what I'm saying. So them charges got dropped down so fast. So don't think he ain't smart. He's a very smart individual. So once that alcohol wore off, he knew the law. Hey, them charges dropped so damn fast. I just read yesterday that they no bail, felony. That he leave the jail with under his own power. I'm like, wait a minute now.
Misdemeanor, no bail.
No bail. Hey, when they said that, first thing popped in my head, the alcohol to wore off.
Yeah. Richard, straighten up.
Oh yeah, he straightened up real quick. He's a smart guy. So I just hope and pray that he get himself back together, man. It would be devastating. I think one of the greatest defensive players that I've seen in my lifetime, and I just hate for something like this to get on your. Do you think this would deter by any way of him?
Yes.
With the Hall of Fame.
Well, Hall of Fame.
I mean, in your opinion, with what you just saw, does that warrant people saying, "I'm not going to vote for you for the Hall of Fame"?
Okay, first off, we gotta say, is he a Hall of Famer? He probably won't be. He probably won't be. He definitely won't be first ballot after that.
No, he's not gonna make it the first time.
He might not make it the first time, but it shouldn't be a. Well,
yeah,
I'm just saying, and this is another thing. When stats ain't everything,
so they made the system fit what he do best. He wasn't no one-on-one lockdown corner. He always had help over the top because he wasn't as fast. So but with the scheme that they ran, yeah, he was one of the best cornerbacks in the league. He made a lot of time to play,
and he got the Super Bowl championship. He went to two Super Bowls and got one championship. So, if I was one of the people that was voting for him to get in, I would.
From what they've been putting in, he deserved to be in. He'll get in. But it won't be first ballot, not after this.
That's gonna hold a little stigma, but he'll get in. He deserves it.
Yeah, let's go to let's go. Matter of fact, let's run these two commercials back to back, and then we'll hit our last topic. If y'all still want to talk about this.
Why wouldn't we want to talk about? We're a sports talk show. We're going to talk about everything.
All right. Let's hit the
Like
last.
Bernie Mac. I ain't scared of you, man.
Hi, I'm Kennedy Marie of Faces by Ken Marie. I'm a self-taught makeup artist based out of Memphis, Tennessee. There are certain types of makeup artistry. I do cosmetic makeup. People ask me all the time who taught me how to do makeup. I learned it all from YouTube. So anybody out there wanting to pursue makeup or anything and need some inspiration or some help or just to pick me up, go to YouTube. I also make closure wigs. I can customize, construct, and style your wig. I can be reached on Instagram at Faces by Ken Marie. It is also the same for Facebook. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel where I post makeup videos weekly at Kennedy Marie. I'm looking forward to slaying you and thank you for booking with me. Remember, it's Faces by Ken Marie. Book your appointments today.
Simply Magic Candles, the official sponsor of all the In the Clutch podcasts. Owner and CEO Pamela Brown turned her hobby into a business. These homemade, slow-burning candles are sure to freshen up any environment. Simply Magic is a nature-friendly company that provides elegant yet affordable candles. With a variety of fragrances you can enjoy, these candles will not only entice your senses, they will enhance your mood. For more information, they can be reached at info@simplymagiccandles.com, or you can reach Pamela Brown at 901-268-5354. Simply Magic Candles. Check them out.
Shout out to my baby girl out here watching again. Yeah, that's you out there. Love you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing.
We need to get her back on the show again too, T.
Yeah, let us know, Kennedy, when you got some free time to get back on the show. I know you got some new products and new things you're doing now. So whenever you get a chance to come back on the show, let us know. She got her own little place now, so it shouldn't be no problem. So,
okay.
Hey, before we go to the next subject, I just got some breaking news. Giannis will not be playing tonight in Game 5. He just went through the health and safety protocol. Not saying that it's actually COVID, but he will not play tonight.
Well,
so you didn't hear from Stephen A. Smith. You heard it from T. Will. So whenever you come out there, you say T. Will. You didn't. That's hot off the press. Giannis Antetokounmpo will not play tonight for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Well, great job on that last name, and thank you for the breaking news.
That's a big blow. That's a big blow.
Yes.
They're gonna win by 10 points. They're going to score over 12 3-pointers, and Chris Paul is going to have 30 points and double-digit assists. I think that sounded pretty good. That sounded pretty good right about now.
Thank you, Charles Barkley.
hey, that just changed the whole dynamics of everything. If what you're saying is true, so
look, man. Don't question my sources. My sources just told me Giannis is not playing in Game 5 tonight, so you can take that to the bank. So he is not playing in Game 5 tonight.
Well, you had the Suns winning with him playing anyway, so I guess that wouldn't diminish the Suns winning now with Giannis.
I'm not happy with that. I wanted them to everybody be at full strength. I'm just letting you know, and that's my job as a sports journalist to let you know breaking news. So when my sources tell me something, I ain't got no.
Hey, you see my name now, don't it?
What? Oh shit! Oh hey, what's that? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. He done changed his name. Look, for y'all don't know what he laughing at. Look at his name now. He done changed it to D Sons and 6 early. Hey, that's plagiarism.
Hold on. So okay, now I'm finna show you some. Don't count Milwaukee out. Don't count them
I'll
out.
tell you what. I'm like Charles Barkley again. What you want to bet on it?
Don't count. Look, we can do
What
like
you want to bet on it?
we can do like Skip and Shannon. I put 2 cases of Diet Dew on.
You know what? I tell you what. I know what your favorite little juice is. You know I drink Diet Coke. Let's put a case of Diet Coke with your favorite beverage on it.
Diet Coke versus Diet Dr. Pepper.
Yep, a case of it.
We can do that.
Okay, hold on. Yes or no?
I said we can do that. I mean, even though
I know we can do it. Is it a bet? I got Kerry right here. Is it a bet?
The show almost over. We got to get the last topic out. You still want to talk about?
Is it a bet?
Huh?
Is it a bet?
Which one?
The game tonight.
We just this one game. Who gonna win the game tonight?
No, there I did all the talking. Don't count them out. I said let's bet. This way, your Batman. Look, if your Batman do what you said tonight with your bet, now your Batman got to do it. So bet me a case of soda.
For the ratings, I will accept that bet.
All right, you hear that, Kerry? Hey, I drink 16-ounce bottles. I don't do cans.
What?
I do 16-ounce bottles.
I don't drink whatever I drop off over there.
Okay, that's fine. And Kennedy, we ain't forgot about you. We had to get the breaking news in first. Whenever you decide that you want to come on to the show, let us know. We'll be happy to have you on here. Hope you got some good stuff now. We don't want to talk about the same stuff now. So if you're still making the same wigs that you made 2 years ago, they don't need to come on the show now. You got to have some new stuff now.
Well, people might need a refresher.
I'm just messing with her. She can come on the show if she wants to.
Kerry, once again, I'm finna show you something. You see the sucker bet he wanted me to make, right? He don't bet me no real bet. Them sucker bets. You saw that, right? He ain't said nothing about it. We've been on the show two shows. He ain't never said nothing about a bet. Now Giannis ain't playing. He want to bet on the Suns to beat the Bucks.
Hey, Kerry,
I do it for the ratings.
He gonna see Chris Paul in his sleep.
I do it for the ratings, Kerry. I do it for the ratings.
All right.
I
wouldn't make that bet.
I do it because I'm thirsty and I love Diet Coke.
Sucker bets. Bet me some real stuff. See, I always let him have the advantage. Then he'll come back. I told you. Come on, man. Come on.
Let's get to the next topic, man.
Let's get this last topic out. Carl Nassib, for you guys that don't know who that is, he's a defensive lineman for the Las Vegas. I was going to say Oakland Raiders, for the Las Vegas Raiders. And a couple months ago, he came out as the first openly gay football player that's in the NFL already. And I mean, it is what it is, I guess. What are y'all thoughts on it?
Let you go first, Kerry.
Okay. Well, like you said, it is what it is. However, what I read, he said he's a very private person. So if you're so private, why you come out with this now? I never got an answer on why he decided to come out with this now if you're so private. And then the other thing is, he has some support. I want to say the quarterback for the Raiders, Derek Carr. He said he got his back. So, it seemed like he have a good support system. Where was this?
Let me ask you a question. What would Derek Carr say? I mean, I ain't got his back. I mean, so to me, that's you playing with dynamite with that. I mean, so I'm hoping Derek Carr is sincere, but what we have to realize is we're in a different type of world now. And my thing is, I don't have a problem with it. And I know it's easy for me to say because I'm not out there, but I don't have a problem with it. If you can get out there and you can perform like you're supposed to perform and help your team and you team oriented and and it's all about the team, I have absolutely no problem with it. What your
But
sexual preference is?
This the thing. When Michael Sam's came out in 2014, he came out before the draft, and he got drafted to
The Rams.
Rams.
but he didn't get any playing time. So is it the timing on when you
That was
decide?
the timing, Kill. That was some fresh. That stuff was very fresh back in 2014. We done had 7 years. We done had 7 years to go through the process now. So now they have their well-deserved, gay pride, their parades and different, their own particular day and all that type of stuff. So we've come a long way as a country, and I think people are more acceptable to that. I mean, it's the way of the world. So I have absolutely no problem with it. I just say go out there and be the best teammate you can be and continue to be that. And it's nothing like being able to exhale and let stuff out and you be the person that you are.
Right.
To be holding secrets in and holding stuff in.
I don't think he was really holding it in too much though, because I think I read somewhere they were saying that like you said, Kerry, he said he was a private person, and his college teammates knew, and most of his professional teammates knew. So he felt like it wasn't really no need to hide it anymore. He was smart. He didn't do it like Michael Sam, before the draft and all of that. So
Yeah.
I mean,
being private and hiding is the same thing. To me, if you sit up there, you still.
Being private hiding it. I mean, when you hiding it, that means you don't want nobody to know, and you wouldn't tell a soul. When you just being, it's like if you entertain stuff that people do in their private life, it ain't something you just come out and broadcast to everybody.
Well, by him doing it like that, I still, in my opinion, that he came out, he was freeing himself.
Yeah,
he said he felt so much better getting it out and being the person that who he is. It must have been a big burden on the inside for him to hold it in as long as he did. So that's what I get out of it. Because if that's the case, then you go back to Kerry's point. Why are you being so private? If it's not a big deal to you, why not continue to be private and just keep doing what you're doing? So that lets me know that he's been holding his stuff in for so long, and he had to let it out, and he has to be who he is.
It's kind of like when if y'all watched 8 Mile and you remember when Eminem was rapping against Papa Duke or whoever it was toward the end of the movie, and he just basically everything that dude was gonna say about him, he said it before he got a chance to say it. So it's kind of like you say, okay, before you can even bash me about it, I'm gonna go ahead and just let everybody know. So now it ain't nothing you can say that's gonna, like, it's different when you come out and say, hey, yeah, I'm this way, versus media leaks or, hey, it's been reported that Carl Nassib, some players on the team are having a problem when they're saying that he's gay, blah, 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 whatever. But when you just come on out and say, hey, it's me, I'm still the same person that you don't play with over these years or whatever. Hey, I just want to play football. You just kind of get it on out the way. And it's not, since the story came out, you ain't heard nothing else about it.
No.
Right. And then it gives them a time if they have any issues. You won't be hearing during the regular season they got issues in the locker room because of this.
Right. And then the thing about it is it's I ain't gonna say it's crazy, but it's kind of like Sha'Carri Richardson, that you would think, okay, that's gonna end their career or it's gonna hurt their career. His jersey sales went up to #1 after he announced it.
And I heard that they finna ready to name a cannabis plant after Shakira, and
exactly.
Look, they doing trying to put her in videos and got jokes about her with marijuana. So they laughing, but they laughing all the way to the bank. So
and ain't that what it's about in the end?
Yeah,
it's all about the money in the end.
So you got somebody, a guy that I've never really even heard of the guy until he came out with his statement to be #1 in jersey sales.
Oh,
he get a percentage of that. The NFL get a percentage, and he get a percentage of that. So just by him bringing himself and bringing that stuff out, he's becoming a little bit more of a wealthy individual for doing that. So And people ain't just going to get them jerseys for nothing. I mean, I'm sure the LBGT community is supporting them to the fullest, so they're buying a lot of the jerseys. You know, you got a lot of people that's promoting equality for everybody. They're going out there buying the jerseys. So that's what I'm saying. 6 or 7 years ago, we weren't, as a whole community, was ready to handle that. More so, here it is. Fast forward 7 years down the line, we're doing a better job of it. So I'm saying, you know, if you needed to get that off your chest, young man, I'm happy for you. Just continue to be a good teammate and all that, and keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, and I think once it gets to the point where it's not even a story anymore, I guess we will have reached the pinnacle. But it's still other stuff that we need to tighten up too. But that's for real talk. That ain't for the sports talk.
And I just want to make sure we correct the lettering, because you know they add to the letter, so it's LGBTQ now.
Okay, LBG. Okay, that's good.
Make sure that we
address
it correctly.
Well, I apologize, but it was due for not knowing. I just remember it was 4 letters, so my apologies for that.
What is it now?
LGBTQ.
Okay.
They know what we're talking about.
Well, you want to make sure you address your audience correctly.
That's a good thing. That's right. You address them, yeah. So that was a good catch on that one. Good show, man.
Next week was supposed to be the NFL predictions because we thought the series was gonna be over with this week before the. So do we come back next week and finish up the NBA season, then push the NFL prediction show back a week?
To be honest with you, if it sounds like to me, if Giannis ain't able to play Game 5, it's almost certain that he probably ain't gonna be able to play Game 6. So that's gonna be a wrap. That's gonna be a wrap. You know, I can't see you being in protocol and you not in protocol but 2 days, less than 3 days.
It's at least 10 days.
It's at least 10 days. So it's almost for sure that he's out the rest of the series. So really, it ain't gonna be too much to talk about that series. I want to talk some picks. I want to try to defend my title from last year of who I feel like is going to the Super Bowl. I know who's going again this upcoming year. I want to get it off my chest. Then we supposed to be talking about our own fantasy football leagues, and Carrie got her league, and many of you got the one that we do every year that you host. So I want to talk some football.
We got time.
Training camp is going on. It's football is in the air.
Look, we'll leave it up to this. If some kind of way it go to 7,
I bet you a case. I bet you another case. I bet you another case of drinks that it don't go 7.
Now I gave you this one sucker bet. Don't make it a damn fool bet now.
Okay.
I just told you I did the one case just for the show, even though I think the Suns gonna win tonight, but I made the bet with you anyway.
Okay.
I got a compensation.
So you did it for the fans.
I did it for the fans.
Okay.
All right.
Hey,
thank you, fans.
High risk, high reward.
Carrie, don't you let him change it. It ain't no 6-pack. It ain't no 12-pack. It's a cake.
Carrie, you got them stats down there, right?
I got
it.
Okay.
I got the stats in the bed.
Okay.
And ladies and gentlemen, you watch when we start the show, they're gonna try to talk about everything but them stats. But I was a hell no. The whole wait. Before we talk about anything, where them stats at that we had?
Don't let him inbox you and say, hey, change that to don't let him change nothing.
I ain't got to do that.
So we're gonna start off with the stats and the MVP and go right into football. How about that?
That sounds good. That sounds like a plan. Man, we had a good show, man. Before we get out of here, I want to make sure that everybody gets out there and like and subscribe. That's how we get better. That's how we can give you whatever you want and things that you need. You got any ideas or anything like that, you can email us at intheclutchpodcast@gmail.com. It's right there at the bottom of the screen. If you like to talk about something, whether it's on our sports talk show, my talk show with Real Talk with T. Will. If it ain't real, we ain't going to talk about it. We have that show. We have the Matters of the Heart that we have every other Friday night at 7 p.m. Central. a show that you can laugh, you can cry, you can be emotional, you can be yourself. You know, couples issues, couples troubles, things that couples can do. We talk about it all. So we got all those shows, and then you got Daryl. What is it? Early? What is it?
It's too early.
It's too early without Daryl Early. It's called it's too early without Daryl Early.
Don't
That's the
add
show
that
with-
part on there. I'm coming back on the show eventually.
Oh, okay.
Look, I told them y'all can take care of everything, and I ain't had a show date or nothing since then. So hey, they think they don't need me, but they do.
Yeah. And all that is In the Clutch podcast. So we're doing some great things around here and constantly trying to get better and better. And we couldn't do it without you out there in the audience. So we appreciate all of your support, your comments, your likes, and all that. So just tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend. Just subscribe and like. We're out there on YouTube, Facebook, and just a great show. So
And I just
Carrie.
I don't want Carrie to I want her to know that her contributions to the show have been great already. She even joined in last night on the Matters of the Heart show. I wasn't expecting that, and she did a great job. So I mean, I think we hit a home run with this one, T. Will.
Oh yeah, I told you that. That. But don't you ever forget it. And you tell the audience, I found her, not you. I found her. Because that knucklehead up there tried to take credit. So we have to do this type of stuff. I apologize for that, Carrie, but I have to tell him. He don't never listen to me. But I told him we could hit a home run with that. And I just told him that on our ride this morning, when we went and had the meeting this morning, I said, we hit a home run. Yeah.
Yeah. I still say I think he tried to bring in a ringer, but I think she's pretty unbiased so far. So
Well, I love sports and I like being on the show. I really enjoy it. I like the viewers. I like the different shows. I love the comments, so keep them coming. In the Clutch, Real Talk with T. Will. I haven't been on that one yet, but I'm quite sure it won't be long before I'm there. And Matters of the Heart, I really enjoyed that and got some good feedback on it. So anything that you want us to talk about or it's a good topic, we're really interested in hearing what the viewers have to say.
Carrie, what did you say before the show? You said you had some people that's interested that want to do a part 2 of last night's show?
Yeah, a lot of people, they didn't get to call in. If Daryl can put the email address back up, maybe they can see it on this if they go watch it on YouTube later. Just email us your input on that on the part 2 of, is it okay for a man to have a female friend? A lot of people wanted to say something, didn't get a chance to say something, and we may be able to touch back on that again in the upcoming broadcast. So send your questions and your comments. We ready.
I'm definitely ready for that one.
I believe somebody wanted to twist it around and say, hey, what, because we mostly talked about, can a man have one? Now I think some of them want to say, can a female have a male friend?
Well, we can touch on that too.
So I just want to have my popcorn. I just want to sit back. I just want to listen.
Well,
listen, you participating.
That's one of the ones I want somebody who said that the man couldn't have no female friend, but the female can have male friends. There's some of them out there too now.
Yeah,
is it something to really think like that?
Well, they said that. We don't know if they bag it up, but they have said it.
We'll leave that with that show. But we had a good time, man. I had a good time on the show, man. As always, times go by so fast, man. We get to talking and time just shoot by and all that. We almost at an hour and a half. So we appreciate you guys looking and look forward to you for the show next week.
Hey, matter of fact, don't even make that Diet Dr. Pepper. Just make it straight Dr. Pepper.
It don't cost me no extra, so whatever you want. I don't think there's a difference in price between diet and regular.
I thought you were gonna say you ain't even got to worry about it, but okay.
No, I know.
Hey, great show.
Oh no,
you guys, likes. What is it? Subscribe and like, and
subscribe and like. And I mean, word of mouth. Just tell some friends. Just tell them. If they ain't got a Facebook page, I'm sure everybody goes on YouTube. Sign up, and for you, but you got to sign up for a YouTube account to subscribe. You just can't go out there to YouTube and pull us up. I think you can see the shows, but in order to subscribe, you got to have an account.
Yeah.
So sign up for an account for YouTube for those that are not social media savvy or like social media. We don't mind. We out there on YouTube too. So go out there and sign up for a YouTube account and look up In the Clutch. And be careful because it's more than one. It's one out there. There's a couple of this In the THE. We are in the DA in the Clutch. So it's easy to we'll pull up. So once you pull up In the Clutch, we'll pop right on up.
For everybody who watched the show, you have been
In the Clutch.
Clutch.